Hey YouTube, across the nation, around the world. It's December 2nd, Wednesday, December 2nd, 2015, and we just got over a cold spell last week or so. We were down in the 20s at night and 30s during the day. So I don't ride in that kind of weather. But yesterday and today has been nice. I don't know how warm it is, but the sun was out really good just a minute ago, but they said 50% chance of rain today. So I'm headed into town to the car wash, maybe get something to eat. I wanted to wash this. I don't know how I got so dirty being under a tarp, but maybe my tarp was dirty. But I want to ride this. I put some additive in the fuel, and it's got a full tank of gas. The tires should be fine because I run them a little higher than you have to anyway. So even if I lost a little pressure, I still should be in good shape. But I try to keep the air pressure up on all my bikes. I rode the 14 yesterday, and I rode the Voyager just a little tiny bit, just to run them. I think there was a lot of dust created from the carpenter. He was putting a roof on my shed, and I think he made a lot of dust, and I think that's where a lot of this came from. But all my hoses are put away and my faucets are wrapped up for cold weather, so rather than make a water mess and drag out all my hoses, I'm just going to go to the car wash. Feels pretty nice, not too cold to ride. I wish it wasn't going to rain today, but I'm going to try to ride. I'm going to hop on the V-Strom when I get home, and I'm going to ride maybe till it starts raining. I just don't really enjoy riding in the rain. But two of my bikes, I got the batteries taken out of them and I got the seats off of them, and they're kind of stored for the winter. Probably won't even start or ride those till next spring. But my other bikes, I'm going to try to ride them off and on through the winter. I bought a suction mount for my camera that really seems to work well. I strapped it to the I got a cowl, I guess you call it a cowl, a plastic cover for the back part of the back seat where the passenger sits on my ZX14, and it's not real tight. It's a little bit, it moves a little bit, but that suction cup stuck right on there really good, and I rode it to town and back, and the footage isn't really that good because all you see mostly is my back. You can see a little bit of the road. But I just kind of wanted to test it out. But it really seemed to work good, but I probably won't be using it for that. Maybe point it around backwards so I can see somebody riding with me or something. That might work good for that. And I could put it right on this tank too and have it sitting right. I don't know if it could, it's not very tall. I don't know if it would see over the top of this. But I'll play around with it. It's pretty cool. It's a nice one. I can't remember what I paid for it, but it wasn't cheap, but it got good reviews, and I figured I didn't want to buy a cheap one. I don't want to drop my camera, even though I have it anchored. I don't want to mess around with a cheap suction deal. But and I bought another one too that's taller, and I haven't tried it out yet, and it's got two suction cups on it, and I'll try it out. And I bought a boom, a thing called a Kaboom for my, mostly I'll probably use it on my helmet and give a different type of view. I want to play around with different camera angles, and I bought a snowmobile helmet I'm not wearing it right now, but I wore it yesterday. And it has a curtain, I guess you call it a curtain, that zips on the bottom of the helmet. And the reason I bought it is for cold weather riding. And it does seem to work pretty darn good. So far I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing I don't like about it is the buckles to buckle the helmet on are too high. They didn't run them down low enough, so they're very difficult to reach. But after talking to a friend of mine yesterday, he said they make a quick release that you can add to any helmet, and that might be a solution for me. So I'm going to look into that, because yeah, it's extremely difficult. Even with the curtain off of it, I don't think I could. It would be very hard to get the helmet off and on. That's the only thing they really kind of messed up on that helmet. Other than that, it seems to, it's supposed to have a fog resistant or fog proof face shield on it. I don't remember it fogging up yesterday. So I can't remember if it did. If it probably just has a coating on it, so it probably won't last too long. The anti-fog part of it. I am kind of hungry. Feels good to ride. I haven't rode for over a week. I was thinking about trying to take my radiator cap off and kind of hose it out with the car wash dealie. Because it's got some, looks like rust in there. I need to clean it out, flush it out somehow. I was thinking about taking it into the shop and having them just flush the radiators, but at $80 an hour, I don't know. Well, I might start another segment, YouTube. Catch you later.